Just what you. Yeah, accused number 4 and 5.
And then accused number 1.
Oh, I'm informed by my colleague that also accused number 1 abandons.
I don't have an appearance sheet.
Yeah, Bishop, I wanted to, when I had the charge sheet, I wanted to write the details of all the lawyers involved. So you appear for number 1, yeah?
Yes, and number 6.
1 and 6.
Yes.
Market. Yes. So 4 and 5 in Patel. What please?
Mr. Maru, and then what are you going to do with the accused 1.5?
1, 5 and 4.
1.5.
Yes, Your Worship. Your Worship, may the matter be postponed for further investigations in respect of the 3 accused. So, Your Worship, we may go to August. Mid-August or August the 18th. If it suits the attorneys.
It's not suitable for me, Your Worship. I'm on leave. May I liaise with my colleague? 26 August. 26.
Mr. Marquez present. I'm just assisting with the dates, Your Worship.
The 1st of September, which is suitable.
Suitable, Your Worship. Quiere di pena. Mission Mabuta, Ufinji, normal. The matter in respect of the three of you is remanded 1 September 2026 back to court 16. The further investigation were in custody. We will stand down.
Accused 1, 4, 5, so sometimes by investigate the case with our work on 16, 31,
Court pleases. May I order the charge? Place us on record. Case number KD stroke 08 stroke 2026. Court pleases your worship. It's case number KD stroke 08 stroke 2026. Today's date, the 3rd day of June 2026, court 16 before Mr. Mpahlele, Mr. Maruma PS for respondent. Proceedings are interpreted by Ms. Matangi and Ms. Soposimo records the proceedings. Your worship, the accused before court, accused 2, 6 and 3. Accused number 2 represented by Mr. Messi, 3 by Advocate Make, and 6 by Ms. Koza. Worship, this is a partly held bail application and it's on the roll for further hearing. And this application is opposed by the state, Worship. Court, please.
Mr. Messi, you confirm the first applicant's case is closed.
Indeed, Your Worship, I think during Your Worship, during the last sitting of the matter, which was on Thursday the previous week, we did read out an affidavit on behalf of accused number 2, which was sent up as an exhibit to court. So as far as that is concerned, the accused 2's case is indeed closed. There is no further evidence we are to lead on behalf of accused number 2.
Mr. Martin.
May it please Your Worship. First, Your Worship, I confirm appearance on behalf of Mr. Mshwana. And for the record, Your Worship, I'm appearing before you with my instructing attorney, Mr. Julian Bow. Lastly, Your Worship, before we get to the matter, I made a request that my face not to be shown on camera. I canvassed that with the members of the media, and we were in ad idem, Your Worship, that they will show the accused, they will record the proceedings, but they will exclude the legal practitioners.
If you confirm, then you are welcome in the proceedings.
Thank you, Your Worship. Now, in respect of the matter, Your Worship, the first point will be that the bail application will proceed under Schedule 6. That is the first point. The second point, Your Worship, is that the accused will lead evidence in the form of an affidavit that was prepared, and I am ready to proceed to read the affidavit into the record with the permission of the court.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Your Worship. In the matter between McLaren Mushwana, the applicant, and the state, the respondent, affidavit in support of bail. I, the undersigned Clarence Mushwana, hereby state under oath, I am a adult male South African citizen residing at 15 Joe Slovo, Loftus Garden, Pretoria, Gauteng Province. I am the applicant in this application, in which I seek relief from this honorable court to be released on bail. The facts referred to in this affidavit fall within my personal knowledge, and I know the same to be both true and correct, unless the context suggests otherwise. In this affidavit, I will further make affirmance of legal nature, and when I do so, it is on the advice of my legal representative, and I accept such advice as correct and for the present purpose. I will demonstrate herein that there are circumstances that exist that will persuade this honorable court that there are exceptional circumstances that exist and that it is in the best interest of justice to permit my release on bail. I have been informed that I am the accused on a charge of common purpose for murder and robbery. I intend to plead not guilty to the charges. I am advised that I do not have to deal with the merits of the case for the purpose of the bail application. The purpose of this affidavit is to provide the Honorable Court with my personal circumstances and to satisfy the court that exceptional circumstances exist which permit my release on bail in the interest of justice, as well as to address the factors to be considered by the above Honorable Court as contained in Section 64A to E and Section 11A of the Criminal Procedure Act. I have been advised, and I understand, I bear the honors to convince the court that exceptional circumstances exist. I am informed that the state is opposing me being released on bail. I will, however, put further factors before this honorable court to show that it is in the interest of justice that I be released on bail. Then the accused or the applicant deals with personal circumstances. And he says, I am self-employed taxi driver adult male with identity number 950304 5088 089, and I reside at the aforementioned address as stated in paragraph 1 above. I consider this to be my permanent place of residence, and I submit that I have long-standing and deep-rooted ties to the community which I live in. My highest level of education is grade 9, which I completed at Tshwane Secondary School situated within this court's jurisdiction. I am self-employed taxi driver and scholar driver and earn an income of approximately 7,500 rand a month. I am not married, but I have one minor child who resides with their mother. My minor child and her mother are solely reliant on me and my income, as the mother is a student at Tshwane University of Technology. I further confirm that I do not have a passport. I have no assets other than household necessities. I understand the seriousness of the charges leveled against me, but I can afford an amount of 1,000 rand for bail through the assistance of my family members. I humbly request the Honorable Court to consider that I have not received an income since the day of my incarceration, and my family is not well off. Further to this, I humbly request the Honorable Court to consider the fact that I have not been receiving income since the day of my arrest, and that I have lost out on my scholar transportation business. My legal representative has explained to me that I am compelled to disclose whether I have been previously convicted of any offense or whether there are any pending matters against me. I have further been informed that it is an offense punishable by a fine or 2 years imprisonment should I willfully fail to furnish the Honorable Court with any previous conviction and or pending charges, or if I furnish false information in this regard. I confirm that I have never been convicted of any criminal offense either in the Republic of South Africa or anywhere else. I confirm that there are no outstanding cases to the best of my knowledge. I submit that I do not have pending warrants that are outstanding which I'm aware of. I do not have any interim or final protection or harassment orders issued against me in the Domestic Violence Act or Harassment Act. The accused now deals with the arrest and the factual backgrounds, and he says, I was arrested on the 15th of February 2026 and charged as indicated. I have subsequently appeared in Court 16 on approximately 3 occasions where my matter was postponed to the 3rd of June. My bail application is opposed at this stage. I have been advised that I do not need to deal with the merits of the case. I submit with respect that the state has a weak case against me, and I highly believe that they will be unable to link me to any of the offenses. I nonetheless intend on pleading not guilty to the charges leveled against me, and I will not thus deal with the merits in this application. I understand that this matter results under Schedule 6 of the Criminal Procedure Act, and I have already placed the factors that are required in terms of Section 6011B. However, I wish to place the following submissions before this Honorable Court for consideration when deciding whether bail should be granted or not. I submit the following sections of the Criminal Procedure Act are important to my bail application. The applicant deals with Section 64A to E, and he says, I respectfully submit that should I be released on bail, my release shall not disturb the public order, undermine proper function of the justice system. I respectfully submit that should I be released on bail, my release will not endanger the safety of the public or any person, and I undertake not to commit any offense while on bail. I do not have a violent disposition, and I pose no danger or threat to the public or any individual's safety. My profile is clean, and that supports the submissions under this section. The applicant deals with Section 64B, and he says, I will stand for trial should it proceed against me. I have stated that I do not have a passport that would enable me to leave the borders of the Republic of South Africa, and I have no intention to evade proceedings against me. I am not a flight risk, and I will attend to court at all times when required until the matter is finalized. I have submitted my place of residence and to the state. With respect, the state's case is weak against me, and I do not see why I would become a fugitive of justice on such a weak case instead of challenging the state's case. My family ties are within the Republic of South Africa, and I do not have any intention to leave my country of birth, as I don't have any other place to go to. I have not traveled outside the borders of the Republic of South Africa since the day I was born. There is no evidence of any likelihood that I will not stand my trial, and I also do not see myself being a fugitive of justice, especially when I have committed no offense. As I have stated, I am not guilty of the offense, and I intend on challenging the allegations against me and prove my innocence. I intend to be willful participation in any further investigation and subsequent trial. I am further willing to submit myself to conditions of reporting to the nearest police station on dates and times the Honorable Court would impose on me and upon my release on bail. I am further willing to subject myself to Section 62F of the Criminal Procedure Act should the Honorable Court order such. Section 64C. The applicant says or submits, I do not know the identity of any witness upon whom the state will rely in order to attempt to prove its case against me. In any event, I have no intention to interfere with any of the witnesses, as I have no cause to do so, and I undertake not to do so. I have maintained good relationships with people, and I bear no grudges against anyone. As previously stated, I have no previous convictions, and I am not aware of any warrants against me. I have not been released on bail pending any charges. There is no evidence of any likelihood that I will interfere with any witness or evidence or continuous investigation of this matter. I am in fact unaware of the identity of any witness or witnesses that may be called against me. Submissions in terms of Section 64D, the applicant submits. There is no evidence of any likelihood that I will jeopardize the functioning of the criminal justice system should I be released on bail. The submissions in terms of Section 64E, the applicant submits. I have no knowledge on any evidentiary materials that may exist with regard to the allegations leveled against me. In any event, I believe that whatever such evidence may be, it is in the possession of the police. It is safely secured, and I do not have access thereto. I undertake not to interfere with any further investigations. I am not sure which witnesses the state will rely upon in order to attempt to prove its case against me. Nonetheless, I undertake not to commit with any witnesses, whoever it might be. The applicant submits under the heading of exceptional circumstances, and he says, I submit that the state has arrested the wrong person, as I did not commit any of the alleged offenses. The state will have a mammoth task to link me to the offense, as I was not part of the alleged offenses. Without dealing much with the merits, I wish to raise the following salient facts in relation to the weakness of the state's case. He says, I do not know accused 1, 4, 5, and 6, and I have never met them in my life. I know accused 2, as he is also a taxi driver, and we normally tend to cross paths on the road, and we will hoot at each other. but I've never been friends or acquaintance with any of the accused. I was not part of any planning of the murder or robbery of the deceased. I don't even know how the deceased was robbed and murdered. The state will face a Herculean task to prove I was part of the murder and robbery. As I have stated, apart from accused number 2, I do not know the other accused. I further submit that there is no concrete evidence of a direct witness that will be presented to the Honorable Court by the state. I am advised that the fact that the state will not be able to link me to the offense is tantamount to exceptional circumstances. Other relevant factors to be considered by the court. The applicant says or submits the following: I have a constitutional right to be deemed innocent until proven guilty. I further have a constitutional right to freedom of movement, a right which at this stage is severely infringed. I submit that I stand to be severely prejudiced by my further detention. In the premises, and taking into consideration the fact that the charge against me is serious in nature, the state's case against me is very weak, as I have stated that I did not commit any of the offenses. I respectfully submit that the Honorable Court should grant me bail in the appropriate amount and with such conditions attached thereto as the court may deem fit. I will comply with such bail, with such conditions which the Honorable Court wish to impose. I accordingly submit that exceptional circumstances exist to permit my release on bail, and further that the interest of justice, considerations of prejudice, and the balancing of respective interests favor my release on bail. I submit that my continued detention will severely prejudice me in supporting my family, as I've lost income since I was detained, and that all these factors are extremely important for the upkeep and well-being of my family. Lastly, to Your Worship, the Honorable Court, the affidavit was signed and commissioned by the applicant. If the applicant does not have an objection, Your Worship, I will then move for an application that the affidavit read be accepted into the record as Exhibit B.
Let's take it entertainment that we told look is but I'm please check if you can find the number speaking interpret. What will I get find that you
Worship, there is no clerk or stenographer who has to place this matter. We will call you Ms. Allege.
Yes, sir.
On resumption of we are not succeeding in securing the services of a donor speaking interpretation.
May I approach my client, Your Worship? Thank you. Thank you for your indulgence, Your Worship. Your Worship, my client indicates that he is conversant in Setswana. And I asked him if he is willing to proceed in Setswana. He confirmed. I asked again, are you sure that you will not be prejudiced? He says, no, I understand Setswana.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Be informed if you confirm the content of the affidavit and agree with it in support of the bill application, it may be used against you in your trial. You confirm the content of the affidavit. Do you agree to that pages in support of a bill application? If at a later stage it comes to light, what is written in the affidavit about previous convictions and pending cases is not the whole truth. You may be tried. If convicted, you may be sentenced to 80,000 rand or 2 years imprisonment.
If later on, but we're now our legal record to say we're now on a link on accumulating to a worker fine 80,000 or 2 years for Bulelama.
Do you understand the explanation?
What kind of explanation? Yes, I do.
Do you confirm what is written in the affidavit about previous convictions and pending cases?
So, you're taking what's being moved up to the record to how in it. Yes.
The affidavit is marked exhibit B, Mr. Martin.
Escort, Mrs. Worship. Your Worship, my apologies. That will be the accused number 3's application. We will not be leading further evidence. Escort, Mrs.
Use causa.
Thank you, Your Worship. Confirm appearance on behalf of the accused number 6. Your Worship, before we continue with the bail application, I have spoken to the media with regards to the nitty-gritty of appearing on the media. We have agreed that I will not be appearing.
I think what was raised earlier by Mr. Mate applies to yourself, Mr. Mate, and Mr. Minister.
As it pleases the court, Your Worship. Thank you, Your Worship. Confirm appearance on behalf of applicant number 6. Indeed, this is a Schedule 6 bail application. We have prepared an affidavit in support of the bail application. Can we proceed to read it into record?
You are welcome.
Thank you, Your Worship. In the Magistrate Court for the District of Tshwane Central, held at Pretoria Center, case number KD-08-2026, in the matter between Thabang Kenneth Mutwa, the applicant number 6, and the state respondent, affidavit in support of the bail application. I, the undersigned, Thabang Kenneth Mutwa, do hereby make an oath and state that I'm the accused in this matter, the applicant in this bail application. The facts contained in the statement are within my personal knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, true and correct. I'm an adult male of 28 years old. I'm not married. I have no children. What I can say is that my partner is expecting our child. Prior to my arrest, I was employed at Masubelele Butchery Store as a butcherman. I've been employed there for the past 8 years, and I make about 4,800 per month. I'm a South African citizen, not having a passport. I have no business and or family outside of the borders of the Republic of South Africa. I'm residing at number 64 Mukuku Street, Atteridgeville. I consider this to be my permanent home where I'm domiciled. I humbly submit that I have a long-standing and deep-rooted ties to the community in which I live. My family, which include my mother, partner, and sister, reside within the court's jurisdiction area. Because of my strong family ties, I submit that it's highly improbable that I will flee my trial. I'm close to my family, and we have a family structure that is stable and supportive. I have assets comprising of furniture and clothing. My legal representative has explained to me that I'm compelled to disclose whether I've been previously convicted of any offense, whether there are any pending cases against me. I've been advised it's an offense punishable by fine or 2-year imprisonment should I willfully fail to supply the information regarding my previous conviction and or pending cases or furnish false information in this regard. I state here that I have no previous conviction. I have one pending case of possession of a stolen motor vehicle that is taking place in Cullinan Court, and my next court date is the 15th of July 2026, and I was granted a bail of 3,000. I have no... Indeed, it's outside also. I have no outstanding warrant, I have no interim protection order and or harassment order. I further state that I've been informed by my legal representative that the records of this bail application shall form part of the records of my trial following my bail application, and further whatever I say during this bail application can and may be used against me during my subsequent trial. I have no desire to flee from the police or avoid the due and proper administration of justice. I have respect for and full confidence in our justice system and our law courts and intend to stand my trial. I also have no desire to contact any state witness or potential state witness, and I do not know such witness are. Regarding my defense in this matter, I intend to plead not guilty to the charge against me. I deny the allegation against me, elect not to discuss the merits of the case. Safe to say I want to be released on bail because of the following reason. Should I continue to be incarcerated on a continuous bail, I will suffer serious financial prejudice. My further incarceration is therefore not in the interest of justice. If I'm granted bail, I'll be able to afford 1,000 rand. I'm prepared to comply with all and any condition of bail which the Honorable Court may impose, including a condition to periodically report at my nearest police station. Should I be released on bail, I will abide by the provision in terms of Section 60, subsection 4 to 9 of the Criminal Procedure Act, which is I will not endanger the safety of the public or any particular person or my own safety, nor will I commit any offense while I'm released on bail. I will not attempt to evade my trial. I'll come to court on the dates directed by the Honorable Court until the matter is finalized, and I will not attempt to influence, witness, conceal, or destroy evidence. I will not undermine or jeopardize the objective or proper functioning of the criminal justice system, including the bail system. I further submit there is no likelihood that my release on bail will disturb the public order or undermine the public peace or security. My financial position is such that I cannot afford to abscond in the process receiving my bail money forfeited to the state. I further submit that this Honorable Court will find that exceptional circumstances exist for my release on bail, which circumstances are as follows. Before my arrest, I was employed as a butcherman, a means to provide for myself and my family, and also that my partner is expecting our baby, and being incarcerated will hinder me to welcome my child. Briefly, I wish the court to know the following. In February 2026, while at my place of residence, my co-accused number 2 came to my home and requested that I safely keep the following items, ×2 speaker and ×2 mate, and that he will come to collect them in future. That I did. Few days later, he came to my place with the police officer to collect the item. It was then I was informed of my arrest and the charges. When the so-called murder was committed, I was not in the vicinity and I was not aware or told. The only thing that I did was to keep the so-called stolen property, and I believe that I have a reasonable explanation of how I got hold of the item. And I believe that I will prove my case in trial. I have no passport, therefore not a flight risk. I reside within the court's jurisdiction area and can be easily ascertained. I believe that my address has been confirmed, and I will not evade trial and jeopardize my work and my welcoming of my baby. I will abide by the bail condition imposed by the court and also willing to report to my nearest police station. I will attend my matter until it is finalized. Furthermore, I have a constitutional right to be deemed innocent until proven guilty. I have a right to freedom, a right at this stage is being infringed by my incarceration. I further submit that I stand to be severely prejudiced by my further incarceration. It is signed and sealed at Pretoria on the 3rd day of June 2026. It is signed by the deponent and duly commissioned. May I proceed to hand it in as an exhibit before court?
Be informed if you confirm the content of the affidavit and agree to the support of a bail application, it may be used against you as a liar. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You confirm the content of the affidavit.
So what you
Do you agree to that to be used in support of a bail application? If it is subsequently established what is written in the affidavit about previous conviction and pending cases is not the whole truth, you may be tried. If convicted, may be sentenced to 80,000 rand or 20 days.
If later on,
you confirm what is written in the affidavit about previous conviction and pending cases.
so what you mean was
Affidavit marked exhibit C.
Applicant's case.
Mr. Waruma.
Court resolution. Your Worship, the first affidavit that I have in my possession relates to the applicant Machi. Your Worship, is that it's as follows: Pretoria West has 206/2026. The same person as Machi. I agent in Goven, state under oath in English that I am a male, SL number 72331992, employed by the South African Police Service, attached to Tshwane Maryland Global Investigating Officer with designated the rank of constable with the following contact numbers: 072-278-1879. I am the investigating officer of Pretoria West Cars 206/02/2026 in matter, car hijacking, kidnapping, linked with Pretoria West Cars 270/02/2026 of defeating the cause of justice. Attribute cars 321/02/2026 of possession of stolen property. On the 11th of February 2026, it was on Wednesday, an incident occurred whereby an Uber driver who was hijacked of his motor vehicle around Pretoria West area in Proclamation Hill, strangled, murdered, and later dumped around that Hill area. The vehicle hijacked was hijacked. The vehicle hijacked from the victim was a white Suzuki Ertiga with a registration number, or there's no registration number. And the vehicle had a dashboard camera which recorded the suspects involved in the hijacking and murder, and they were identified. Information was gathered from informants regarding the whereabouts of the suspects, and they were traced and later identified. The accused in this regard, Machi, was arrested at his parents' house in Soshanpuri. The accused is linked through a witness whom identified the accused from the video footage that was circulating on social media. And the accused was the one driving the vehicle hijacked from the victim and later stopped and alighted the vehicle after noticing that the vehicle has a dash camera. And he also admitted to have participated during the commission of crime after being confronted. The state wishes to oppose bail in this matter against the accused Mr. Otione Machidi based on the following. The accused has committed a charge with a very serious offense by hijacking. Worship, I'm reading this as it is. Offense by hijacking, kidnapping, murdering the victim, the release of the accused involved in this matter on bail will jeopardize and undermine the justice system. There is a likelihood that the accused may evade trial as he is facing a very serious charges against him. The accused is considered a flight risk as he is capable of committing this serious offense. The accused may evade trial if released on bail as he is facing serious crime against him and does not own any movable property. The accused may was arrested from his home and his address is positive. The accused does not have any previous conviction. However, I request that court not to grant the accused bail in this matter based on facts stated above. I will immediately signature the document of the affidavit dated the 23rd of February 2026 at the Commission. Worship, may the rest affidavit be handed in and it be marked.
Exhibit D.
Court witnesses.
Before proceeding, then we may proceed with the
Court please. Worship, I think the next applicant is Madam Mushwana.
yeah.
Mushwana's affidavit reads as follows. Worship, may I be permitted to not to read whether I will introduce himself as a police officer and whatever. And this dash can, okay, I'll start paragraph 4. The accused in this regard is Tabang McLaren Mushwana. In this matter is linked as an accomplice.
Mr. Mandel, please consult Mr. Yes, if the paragraph 1, 2 and 3 of that, I also again because it corresponds to what is condemned to be D, but if you want to access to that, then you are more than welcome.
Has it
Court please.
Proceed, Mr. Mandel.
Court please. Paragraph 4 reads thus: the accused in this regard, Tabang McLaren Mushwana, in this matter is linked as an accomplice to the crime committed as he transported his co-accused to the crime scene. McLaren used his own vehicle also to flee from the crime scene, and it can be clearly seen driving together with the vehicle hijacked from the victim from Pretoria West area to Atteridgeville up until the last location of the hijacked vehicle, and he is believed to be part of the gang. The accused was traced and arrested at Atteridgeville and took the police to his residential place at house number 15, Jos Lower Street, Lotus Garage, whereby he pointed out the vehicle used during the commission of the offense, and the vehicle was then seized and taken to county for further investigations. The state wishes to oppose bail in this matter against the accused Mushwana based on the following. The accused has committed a charge with very serious offense of hijacking, kidnapping, murdering the victim on common purpose. The release of the accused person involved in this matter on bail will jeopardize and undermine the justice system. There is a likelihood that the accused may evade trial as he is facing very serious charges against him. The accused is considered a flight risk as he is capable of committing this serious offense. The accused does not own any immovable property. The accused's address was confirmed and is positive. The accused has no pending cases and has no previous or was not previously convicted. However, I request court not to grant the accused bail in this matter and based on the facts stated above. I will append his signature at the bottom of the affidavit dated the 23rd day of February 2026. The worship may the read affidavit be handed in and be marked according. Exhibit E. What pleases you? The last affidavit that I have relates to Motua Kenneth Tabang. The worship, I also make the civil application in this that I start from paragraph 4.
Welcome, Mr. Maru.
What pleases you? The accused is that Tabang Kenneth Motua was arrested after information was followed regarding items stolen from the victim's vehicle. Items believed to have been stolen during the commission of the offense were found at the accused's place of residence at the house number 64, Mokuku Street at Ridgeville, and he was asked about them. Accused Tabang Kenneth Motua agreed to have stolen the items which were cabinets. Further took the police to where he was hiding other stuff which were car speakers, Tucker Hoover at house number 20 in Pioneer Street around Atridgeville area. Upon further interview, accused further alleged to have been the one who removed the car tracker from the vehicle, hijacked the vehicle of the victim. The state wishes to oppose bail in this matter against Tabang Kenneth Motua based on the following. The accused has committed and charged with very serious offense of hijacking, kidnapping and murdering the victim on common purpose. The release of the accused involved in this matter on bail will jeopardize and undermine the justice system. There is a likelihood that the accused may evade trial as he is facing very serious charges against him. The accused is considered a flight risk as he is capable of committing this serious offense. The accused does not own any property valuable. The accused was arrested from his home and his address is positive. The accused has no pending cases. Let me see, I have to correct myself here. Accused has pending cases and he is a repeated offender. I therefore request the court not to grant the accused bail in this matter based on the facts stated above. I will append his signature and this affidavit dated the 23rd of February 2026 and his commission.
Exhibit F.
The worship with the handing in of the affidavit marked exhibit F, I don't have any evidence to it.
As there are still other matters on the roll, we have to postpone to the earliest we will need for closing arguments.
As court places, worship.
Worship, we postpone the matters we have.
No.
I have, we postpone this matter. Yeah, already it was suggested to you. But what is it?
Your worship, if the court, if it pleases the court, would then propose the 9th,
9th of June.
which is Tuesday.
Mr. Musi.
Your worship, the 9th of June is suitable on my side.
Ms. Kosa.
Suitable, Your Worship.
Mr. Maru.
In order to
Let us remand 9/26 back to court sitting for continuation of the bill application in custody.
May we be excused, worship?
We are excused.
That
Wait,
concludes.
is it 4 and 5? Yep, here's what you. Yeah, accused number 4 and 5.
And then, accused number 1.
Oh, I'm informed by my colleague that also accused number 1 abandons.
I don't have an appearance sheet.
Yeah, Your Worship, I wanted to, when I had the charge sheet, I wanted to write the details of all the matters involved. So your P4 number 1 there.
Yes, and number 6.
1 and 6.
Yes.
I'll get the number. Yes. So 4 and 5 in Bahrain.
Let me go down number 1 and
What pleases you?